Hi, my name is Sanchari and this is Kitchen Tales, where I try to cook mostly gluten-free, dairy-free and sugar-free foods. Today I am planning to make a Gordon Ramsay buffalo chicken recipe. I like Gordon Ramsay foods. I think he makes really good dishes. However, I have had to amend this recipe a bit to suit my dietary needs. Also, he's asked for it to be deep fried, and at the moment I'm not deep frying anything. So I'm going to be using my air fryer instead. So to make the buffalo chicken, you have to marinate the chicken for about 4 hours. So I will start to put the ingredients into the chicken directly instead of going over each ingredient separately to show you guys. So I will talk about which ingredient I'm using as and when I'm using them, and also creating the marinade at the same time. So let's get into it. I have about 600 grams of chicken breast that I cut into mini fillets, and I am now going to add 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 large teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, about 2 teaspoons of thyme, dried thyme. I found myself a little spoon for my salt, so a little bit of salt to taste. Some cayenne pepper, add a little touch of spice, and some ground pepper. All right, so now you mix this in. Make sure every piece of chicken has the spice on it. Ooh, it smells good. I like Gordon Ramsay. I mean, yeah, I've never really actually tasted any of his foods, but whenever I've tried any of his recipes before, they always turned out really well. I tried one of his quesadillas one time. Oh, it was really tasty. Can't eat it at the moment because otherwise I have to find a gluten-free tortilla, right? Now that this is mixed in, I'm going to add 100 grams of soy yogurt and 125 ml of water as my buttermilk substitute. I'm going to put that in, mix it in nicely. And now this goes into the fridge, and I will leave it in there for about 4 to 5 hours, and then we'll air fry it later. See you then. Alright, so I'm back after 4 hours. My chicken buffalo has been sitting in the fridge all this time. I've taken it out. I have made a mix of 100 grams of potato starch, 25 grams of gluten-free oats, a teaspoon of baking soda, pinch of salt, and some pepper to taste. So this is what I'm going to dredge the chicken fillets in, and so let's get started. So I have everything ready. So you're supposed to keep as much of the buttermilk as you can, and then dust off the excess flour. So I added some of the oats because just the potato starch doesn't quite give enough crunch. I wanted it to have a slight bit of crunch to it, and I may not be able to fit all of it into the air fryer in one go because that's quite a bit of chicken. And chicken is getting ready to do and crease, mostly me. Right, it's ready for my air fryer. Open it up. Oil it a little. I have about a teaspoon of rapeseed oil in here. I had used my air fryer just minutes ago, so it is still hot. And it's not like I haven't cleaned it, it's from the previous use. because I have been cooking up a storm. So my air fryer basket is now oiled. You may need a little bit more oil for the chicken pieces, but we'll start without first because the basket is oiled. Just give them enough space, but at the same time, you can crowd them a little bit, I guess. Let's do it with that much. Put it in, turn it on. I'm going to go with chicken, 195. I'm going to change the timing to 10 minutes and say stop. So that was the first 10 minutes of the buffalo chicken done. It's already beginning to look quite nice. Let's turn it around. Put a little bit of the oil on them. Come on, just a little. That's the good thing about the air fryer, right? You don't need to use too much oil. Put it in. So, turn it on, do chicken, change the timing, 10 minutes at 195 Celsius. So I decided to come back and check after 5 minutes just because the temperature is quite high. Yep, it's looking pretty good. I think I'll turn it around one more time. Add some more oil. Do for another 5 minutes. I think I'll bring the temperature down to 180 and do 5 minutes because otherwise it might just become a bit too tough and you don't want that. So it's at the end of 20 minutes, I'm back. So at 15 minutes, we changed the temperature from 195 to 180 degrees Celsius. And then we cooked it for 5 more minutes. And now, it's looking pretty good to me. Gotta do a taste test, right? Let's put one on a plate. Whoa, it's done. Definitely done. In fact, if you cook it more, it may get tough. Every time I see food, I salivate. I think it's because I'm on a diet. Can you hear the crunch? It's the oats. They added that crunch to it. Smells like thyme. Salt is good. Salt is a little bit less, but you can always add more salt. It tastes pretty good. You should definitely try it. And even though I amended it a lot to suit my diet and lifestyle, etc., it still tastes pretty amazing. So thanks, Gordon Ramsay. So I'm doing the second batch now and then keep doing this until I've finished with all of them. And you can do the same. Depends upon how much meat you have marinated and kept ready to air fry. And in the meantime, you can keep the meat pieces that are already cooked in the oven to keep warm. And then when everything is done, put it back in the air fryer for maybe a minute just to heat it all up and then serve. So enjoy, and I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.